Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial. We will be making a galaxy themed bucket hat. And so to get started you will need a weight for yarn. I am using Red Heart Super Saver. This is 236 yards. I used about 3/4 of this skein and this is in the color Grape Fizz. And so just use any weight for yarn and a 5.5mm hook. You will also need some scissors, a tapestry needles, and some beads. So I'm using these Creatology star beads. They're from Michaels, and they also glow in the dark, which is super fun. But feel free to use any beads you want. Just make sure the hole in the middle is wide enough for your tapestry needle to fit through. So before we begin crocheting, we need to first get all of our beads onto the yarn. And so pour out your beads. Go ahead and grab your yarn and also your tapestry needle. And just thread that needle onto the yarn. And once you have that, you're going to put all of your beads onto your yarn. So to do that, just put a few beads onto your needle at a time. Once you have that, push your needle through the beads and push your beads onto the yarn. So just continue putting a few beads onto your needle at a time. Once you have that, push it onto your yarn. And you want to do this until you have about 40 to 45 stars. And so for my hat, I think I used a total of 34 stars, but you want to make sure that you have a lot of extra stars on your yarn already, because when you're crocheting, if you do use extra stars, you will have them. But if you don't have extra stars and you run out, there's no way of adding stars once you begin crocheting. So I have just finished pre-stringing my beads. I have about 45 stars on here. And so before we start crocheting, you just want to gently push the beads down your yarn so that you have a lot more yarn to work with once you get started. And so just do this very gently because you don't want to damage the yarn. Just gently pull the beads down the yarn. And once you have a sizable amount of yarn to begin with, we will start crocheting. So to begin crocheting, we will grab our yarn and our 5.5mm hook, and we will begin with a magic circle. So grab the tail end of your yarn. You're going to form an X over the top of your fingers like this. Insert your hook under the first loop, and you're going to draw the second loop through the first loop and chain to secure. Okay, once you have that, pull tight to secure, and you will have a magic circle. To begin, you're going to chain 1, yarn over, and into the ring work 1 half double crochet. So pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Once again, that is a half double crochet. I'm going to show you one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, draw up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Continue working half double crochets until you have a total of 10 in the ring, and I will meet you back once you have that. So here I am at the end of round 1. I have 10 half double crochets. Make sure you pull the tail of your magic circle tight to close. And to join the round, we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. So insert your hook and slip stitch. To begin round 2, we will chain 1, and into the very first stitch right here, you're going to work 2 half double crochets. So there's 1, and into the same space, 1 more half double crochet. Okay, and into the next stitch, you're also going to work 2 half double crochets. So for this round, the repeat is 2 half double crochets in each space. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back at the end of this round. Here I am at the end of round 2. You should have a total of 20 half double crochet stitches. We're going to finish the round by slip stitching to the top of the first stitch. And to begin round 3, we will chain 1 and work 1 increase into the first stitch. So that's 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2 into the very first stitch. Okay, and into the next stitch 1 half double crochet. And into the following stitch, we're going to increase again, so that's 2 half double crochets. Into the next stitch, 1 half double crochet. So go ahead, the repeat for this round is 1 increase and 1 half double crochet. Here I am at the end of round 3. You should have a total of 30 half double crochets. To finish the round, we're going to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch. To begin round 4, we're going to chain 1 and work an increase in the very first stitch. So that's 2 half double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, now work 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1, and in the next stitch, 1 more half double crochet. Okay, and the repeat for this round is 1 increase, so that's 2 half double crochet in 1 stitch, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So go ahead and repeat that. 1 increase, 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So here we are at the end of round 4. You should have a total of 40 stitches. Go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the first stitch to join. And before we start the next round, we want to do a gauge check. So grab your measuring tape and put it directly across the middle of your circle. And your diameter across should be 3.75 inches. And so if you have that, you are all set to go. So to begin round 5, we will go ahead, chain 1 and work 1 increase into the very first stitch. So that's 2 half double crochet in the very first stitch. There's 1 and 2. And now we will put 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And so that is going to be the repeat for this round. 1 increase and 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Go ahead and work that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end of this round. So here we are at the end of round 5. Go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the first stitch to join. And to begin round 6, we will chain 1 and increase in the first stitch. And once you have your increase, you're going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So go ahead, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is the repeat for this round. 1 increase and half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And I will meet you back at the end of round 6. So here I am at the end of round 6. You should have a total of 60 stitches. Go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the first stitch to join. And to begin round 7, you're going to chain 1 and work 1 increase in the first stitch. Once you have your increase, you're going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So there's 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that is the repeat for this round. 1 increase and then half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Go ahead and work that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end of this round. So now that we have finished round 7, we are now done with the top of the hat. And so now we just want to take our tape measure and measure across the diameter of the circle. You should be at 6.25 inches. If you have that, you are good to go. So now we will be working the first round of the main body portion. So the main body is the side of the hat from here to here. We're going to just work our way down. And so to begin, we will be working our first round. And this round is special because it is going to be worked in the back loop and the back third loop. And so just let me show you real quick. This is our front loop right here, the one closest to you. the back loop is the one farther away from you. And if you turn it to the back, you can see the third loop right here. Okay, so we will be working in the back loop and the third loop. I'm going to show you real quick. You should have 2 loops on your hook, just like that. So insert your hook once again. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to find the back loop. The first stitch is kind of hard to spot, but it is right there. Insert your hook into the back loop and also the third loop. You should have 2 loops on your hook like that. Pull up a loop and just work your half double crochet. So for this round, you are just working 1 half double crochet in each stitch. So no increases, just 1 half double crochet in each stitch. So once again, into the back loop and the third loop. You should have 2 loops on your hook like that and half double crochet. So here I am at the end of round 8. You should still have a total of 70 stitches. And as you can see, there is this nice rib look along the top of your hat. So to begin round 9, you're going to chain 1 and work 1 half double crochet in the back loop and the third loop. So round 9 is exactly the same as round 8. You will work 1 half double crochet in each stitch, making sure to work in the back loop and the third loop. Except for this round, we will begin placing our stars in our stitches. And so let me just work a few stitches here, and then I will show you how to place the bead into the stitch. Okay, so whenever you're ready to place a bead, you're going to grab 1 bead and pull it up all the way to your work. And you're going to do this before you yarn over. Okay, so put the bead there, yarn over, insert your hook, draw up a loop. The bead will probably be on your back side, so you want to pull the bead to the front. Make sure you hold it with your left hand, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops, like that. And your bead will be nice and secure. So once you have that, just continue working as you normally would. So for this round, I am placing my beads approximately 9 to 11 stitches apart, but it is completely up to you how far apart or how close you want the stars to be. But once you are happy with the spacing, take your second bead. You're going to pull it right up to the stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, draw up a loop. Make sure to pull your star back to the front. Hold it while you yarn over and finish the stitch. And there you go. So your star should be nice and secure. Go ahead and continue half double crocheting as you normally would. And when you reach the next star, just repeat the same thing. So here I am at the end of round 9. You should still have 70 stitches. And as you can see, I just evenly placed out my stars. And from now on, you are just going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch for the next 9 rounds. So before you get going, I just want to show you what the main body portion will look like. So here is round 9, which we have just finished. You're going to continue working all the way down until you finish round 18. So you're going to place stars all the way down until round 18. And I just want to show you how I randomly place these. So as we just did 1 row of stars, round 9, the next row I'm going to not place any stars just to give it some space. And then the round after, I'm going to place more stars. And so this is completely random. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not place them exactly like 9 stitches apart, because then it's going to look very unnatural. You want to make sure that it is completely random and just nice and evenly spaced out. So here's my example. Do it however you would like, and I will meet you back once you have round 18 finished. So after you have finished round 18, your main body portion will be finished, and now we will begin working on the brim. And so for the brim, just this very first round, round 19, we will be working in the front loop only, which is this first loop closest to you. So insert your hook, chain 1, and into the very first stitch right here, you will work 1 increase, and make sure you are only working in the front loop. So that is your first half double crochet, and place a second one in the first stitch. Okay, once you have your increase, you're going to continue working 1 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is the repeat for this round, 1 increase, and then half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Go ahead and continue that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end of round 19. So I have just finished round 19, which is our first round of the brim. As you can see, there is some slight ribbing in the back of your work. To begin round 20, you're going to chain 1, and now we will be working our half double crochets through both loops. So just a normal half double crochet, and the pattern for this round is 1 increase in the very first stitch, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm just going to grab some more yarn here. And keep in mind that you are continuing to work your beads onto the brim as well. So here I'm just bringing a bead up. Remember, yarn over, insert your hook, move your bead to the front of your work, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so I have 1 increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so work an increase again. There's 1 and 2. And so the repeat is 1 increase, 7 half double crochet afterwards. Repeat that all the way around, and we'll meet you back at the end of this round. To start the next round, you're going to chain 1 and increase in the first stitch. This is round 21. So go ahead and increase, and then half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So I'm sure you guys already know how to do this. So just repeat 1 increase, half double crochet in the next 8 stitches all the way around. To start round 22, chain 1 and work an increase into the first stitch. And once you have your increase, go ahead and put 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. And just go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end of this round. And to start round 23, which is our very last round, you're going to work 1 increase in the very first stitch, and after that, half double crochet in the next 10 stitches. And repeat that all the way around, but at the end of this round, do not slip stitch to the first stitch to join. So here we are at the end of round 23. You are now done, so go ahead and cut. And now we will be doing an invisible finish. So what you want to do is just pull your yarn through like that. Insert your needle onto the yarn. And now we will find the first stitch of round 23. Insert the needle through the top of the stitch, through both loops, like this. Pull through. And now you want to insert your needle in between the top of the last stitch. So just go directly down through the middle, like this, and work your way to the bottom of the stitch here. Pull your yarn through. And as you can see, it is completely seamless, and you can't even tell there is a join there. And then go ahead and just weave in your end. You're going to go through about 2 inches. and you want to work your yarn back and forth at least 3 times. So here I am going back the second time around, and one more time back the other direction. Once you have that, go ahead and pull tight, and you can just see how seamless it is, and cut your yarn. And don't forget to weave in the tail from your magic circle as well. And so here is the finished result. I hope you love your new hat. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.